I'm 5 News meteorologist Bella Grace here with your extended forecast for today. We are looking at heat alerts continuing to really set in across 5 country. We are definitely seeing those excessive heat warnings in the River Valley continuing into the afternoon and even the start of the evening, going from 12 until about at 9 o'clock tonight. We do have heat advisories in northwest Arkansas, still very, very hot outside. So if you are headed out or trying to enjoy your Friday evening, be aware that it's going to be a very hot one for a lot of us. Now, what are the impacts of this hot weather? Well, we're seeing heat index values, what it's actually feeling like to our bodies, closer to 105 and 112, somewhere between that, depending on where you're at. 5 country, we're just all feeling very hot and humid this afternoon and evening, trying to slowly cool back down as we get later into the day. Like I said, that's noon until 9 o'clock, taking up most of our day, where we're seeing those 110 plus degrees in the River Valley, especially closer to 105 in northwest Arkansas, where we're seeing that heat advisory. Prepare for the possibilities of dehydration for heat stroke. It is a very hot day outside, especially if you work outdoors or you're trying to enjoy your last couple weeks of this very hot summer season. You're likely going to try to stay outside and enjoy that. Definitely drink lots of water. Take as many breaks as you can because it is going to be very hot and muggy for the rest of the evening. As we get into the weekend, that's when things start to slowly track back. We are seeing about a 35% chance, 40% chance of seeing showers in northwest Arkansas early tomorrow morning, rolling into the afternoon, some spotty showers possible. A little bit less of that on Sunday as we move later into the weekend, more likely to clear up, see some more of that sunshine, but still our temperatures are slowly dropping. Going to be very hot still. Our feels like temperatures will still be up in the high 90s likely, but we won't have to worry about as much of the excessive heat, the dangerous heat, as we are today. You can see we're sticking in the high 90s in the River Valley for the weekend. About a 20% chance of seeing those showers across both days, mostly morning showers for Saturday. Now, why are we seeing that? We're waiting for overnight showers to move into northwest Arkansas as well as the northern portions of the River Valley later today. Here's what we're looking at, about a level 2 out of 5 for northwest Arkansas and the portions north of I-40 and just slightly south of there. The only portions of the River Valley that are in that level 1 zone seem to be mostly LaFleur County, Scott County, and little bits of our other counties, just slivers there. Why are we seeing this? Well, a little bit of a system, a disturbance is trying to move from Kansas our way through Oklahoma as we go later into the evening hours. That's going to try to head our way. Here we're looking at the HRRR model. What are we expecting for later on tonight? About 7 o'clock, we could see some spotty showers out around the area, not likely in northwest Arkansas or the River Valley. 5 country will stay mostly clear until we get into the very late hours of Sunday morning. We're seeing this about 2 o'clock, showers trying to start to move in. You can see very spotty scattered showers, but a lot of them are coming in with some energy, strong. Those could be severe thunderstorms trying to move into our area, moving from northwest Arkansas into the River Valley as we go throughout the day. You can see that organize itself a little bit more as we get closer to 3 o'clock over Fayetteville, headed towards Fort Smith as we go earlier in the morning or later in the morning. Around 4 o'clock, almost all of 5 country covered in these spotty showers, scattered throughout the morning, coming with some lightning, pardon me, and thunder. And if you're waking up to that, you're probably not alone because these have the chance, the potential of using a lot of the heat and humidity that we've built up over the day to kind of fuel themselves overnight. Moving into the early morning hours, we're going to watch that move away, start to clear out of our area, but still spotty showers are going to continue popping up in 5 country for the majority of the early morning and afternoon. here we're going to take a look at a different model. What are we seeing? What are the differences, and what can we take away from all of these differences? Well, they're pretty much agreeing on the fact that we could see some scattered showers around the area by around 7 or 8, but mostly waiting until about 1 o'clock to see the main event per se. We're seeing those showers starting to move in pretty strong, a little bit more organized on this model than the other one, showing a little bit of a cluster heading in. This is a little bit more likely going to be what we're seeing as we move later on into the evening hours, closer to 2. That's kind of fizzling out over our area, which means that it would be a little less severe as it moves into those southern portions. Now, that's what we're seeing with our SPC outlook, where we were seeing strongest up in northwest Arkansas and a little bit fizzling out, a little less strong as we move into the river valley. Now, this is reflecting that. We're seeing these scattered showers continue to try and roll through into the early morning hours. Likely another round in the morning with this particular storm system. As we move into the morning, we're going to start to see those scattered showers trying to move into the river valley. We'll get a little bit later in the day and see those showers start to fizzle out and a lot more sunshine will come in. We're definitely going to be still seeing a lot of the humidity tomorrow that we are seeing today. Likelihood we pick up less than an inch. Locally, we could get some stronger or some heavier rain where we're seeing those stronger storms. That's coming with the possibility of some gusty winds and some hail, but likelihood is we stay at or below the half an inch mark, if not a little bit above in northwest Arkansas, especially northern Benton County, where we're seeing the majority of those showers at their strongest. The impact with these storms, like I said, gusty winds and small hail. We could get some larger hail trying to move in. Most of that will drop off to our north before it moves into 5 country. But we do have the chance of seeing that. We have all of the heat and humidity built up from the past couple days where we've been seeing these excessive heat warnings. That's acting as fuel for these showers that are coming in overnight to give them a little bit more energy. So we are going to see some locally gusty to strong winds, some possible hail, severe thunderstorms trying to move into our area. We're going to continue to feel hot for the next couple of days. And really from now until the end of August, we're likely to stay in this slightly above average temperature range, ending the summer very nice and warm. But even though we're going to see some of these showers later tonight, we're staying on the dry side. We're not seeing as much rain as we've been used to seeing around this time of the year, and that's going to continue into the later portions of August. All of this because we've got high pressure that's been camping out over the southern U.S., mostly kind of ping-ponging between us here in Arkansas and Oklahoma, and then back a little bit further west, and then back our way. We're seeing that again this coming week. As we move into the weekend, we're going to see that northwest flow continue. You can see why we're starting to see a little bit more of those showers starting to move in, because we're getting more of this air from our northwest coming in, bringing some cooler air, a little bit more of the dry air to mix with the humidity and the heat that we already have. That's bringing a few showers our way. As we move through the weekend, we're going to start to see that really start to dominate all of the western U.S., trying to move into our area. That pushes the northern flow off a little bit further to our east, so we're not as worried about it. We do have the chance of seeing a few more scattered showers throughout the weekend. You saw that on Sunday and even could see that into Monday. We can take a look at our 10-day forecast where we're watching those shower chances. About 20 to 30% chance of seeing those as we move through the weekend into the start of next week. You can see temperatures are taking a little bit of a dip as we move into next week, likely going to sit with some of those high 80s, which is a little bit nice, a good relief from the heat that we've been seeing. All of that is thanks to the fact that that high pressure is sitting off to our west. So we're getting a little bit more cool air into 5 country, but the high pressure is still keeping keeping skies a little bit more clear for us. So you can see the sun is really dominating the next couple of days into next week even. We're not into those 90s again until later next week, where we see that trying to head its way back into our area, about 90 on Friday, next Friday. So we have a long period of time before we have to worry about the heat again. Likely going to stay pretty humid, even though we are seeing cooler temperatures. We'll try to drop those off, but you can see spotty summertime showers are continuing in the River Valley, especially from Monday to Wednesday. About 20 to 10% chance of seeing those through the weekend as well. We already talked about those showers that are trying to come in over the weekend, but those early week, next week showers will help to drop those temperatures a little bit more. We might even see an 80 or 2 in the River Valley for next week. We can see that as a high of about 89 on Wednesday. As we get later into next week, we'll start warming up again. Likely going to be a very sunny and warm weekend next weekend, but we'll see the sun a little bit this weekend as well between those showers, especially in the afternoon and evening Saturday after we get those morning rumbles out of our hair. That is your extended forecast. Have a great weekend and try to miss a few of those showers.